Ladies and gentlemen, the Kenya Film Classification Board, in conjunction with the French Embassy in Kenya, the European Union delegation in Kenya, and the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, the East African Regional Office, are organizing the International Film Convention that will be held in Kenya under the theme, Taking Audiovisual and the Film Industry in East Africa to the Next Level. This conference or convention will be held from 15th to 17th of November at Safari Park, Nairobi, Kenya. We have invited international guests and panelists who will come and bring experiences, such as the players from the Hollywood, critical film actors from France, where there is a very robust audiovisual industry. And France last year sold 165 million tickets to the theaters, while in Kenya we did 34,000. You can see the difference. And we are inviting CNC of France to come here and tell us how did they excite the people and create a culture of going to the theater and loving their culture and enjoying their stories and being able to go to a movie and sit and unwind as you watch a movie. That is one of the classic examples that we want to follow. The IFC Kenya 2017 will bring together Kenyan filmmakers, industry professionals, broadcasters, and potential financiers to network, discuss, and share ideas on how to enhance the growth of the creative economy in Kenya and the region. The main objectives of the International Film Convention Kenya 2017 are as follows. One, to establish an exchange program between local film producers and distributors, both locally and internationally, for economic gain. Two, to identify ideas and concepts, including models that the Kenyan film stakeholders and regulators can borrow from France and other countries. Three, to ensure broadcasters' compliance with the 40 to 6% local content quota or requirement. Four, to establish ways of safeguarding the Kenyan film content against invention by foreign ideologies and cultures. Five, the creation of thematic, localized film content that promotes Kenya's cultural, national, and moral values that are therapeutic and are able to shape our culture and our national conversations. Six, to establish models that can promote creativity through tax incentives and rebates and ensure that we play to the link of Nollywood and other progressive film industries. And lastly, number seven, to discuss strategies that can encourage the creative industry to thrive through animation by Kenyan artists. The key speakers and panelists at the convention will be drawn from Kenya, France, East, West, and South Africa region, South Africa, United States of America, and India. In fact, we'll also have someone from Nigeria. The convention will create a platform for the participants to learn best practices from the French film business model, among others, as envisaged by the Sustainable Development Goals number 17, that seeks to strengthen the implementation and revitalization of the global partnerships for sustainable development among nations of the world. And we believe Kenya is key. Kenya is the hub. And having made such progress on ICT, internet penetration, the availability of ICT and hardware devices, creating new platforms, including now the new digital broadcasters, we believe there is now an opportunity for Kenya to rise to the next level. And we want to use audiovisual sector or platforms to promote our culture, shape our national conversations, build values that will take Kenya to the next level. We believe this is key to our future as a country. So this convention is very important, and I want to take this opportunity to invite all of you, the members of the DBA, through our chair. I think we can get names through the association of the people who can join us at Safari Park. We are hoping that this event will be graced by top leaders in this country, and we are going to have conversations. It will be a national annual convention, so this is the first, but we are hoping to have it annually, bring together all the players, all the key players in the film industry and even related industries, including copyright organizations. So we expect Kenya Film Commission, we expect Communications Authority of Kenya, the Media Council, media owners, broadcasters themselves. We expect Kenya Copyright Board to play a key role in terms of bringing the narratives of how we can protect intellectual property through talent and the creative industries, and how we can collaborate together as a government to take this film industry to the next level. As we have always said, the future of job creation and wealth lies in this creative economy. If you look at the Forbes magazine report for 2017, the richest people, the list, the top 10, actually top 20, they're in the knowledge economy. They're in sports, they're in film, they're in the media, they're on ICT platforms. The Bill Gates of this world, the owner of Amazon, the platforms that are creating marketing, online marketing, those are the people who have the money. The richest people in America, they are musicians, they are athletes, they are in the entertainment industry. Same with Bollywood, and even closer home, Nigeria. Nigeria right now, through Nollywood has become the second largest contributor to the GDP of Nigeria. And they started just the other day. But there was a vision a long time ago by Yakub Gowon, who envisaged a situation where Nigeria, through art and culture, will be able to shape their narratives and brand themselves, but also create employment for their people. It was in the 70s when Gowon brought these conversations. 30, 40, 50 years later, we are seeing the fruit, and Nollywood is the second largest contributor to the GDP of Nigeria, second to oil. This is how important this sector is, because you don't need to have a PhD to become a filmmaker or to become an actor. And that's why through KFCB we have created a platform called Cinema Mashinani that is going to tap talent even in vernacular, and use platforms like ViewSAS and others to market, and your channels to market this content. And you don't need even to speak any foreign language. We can just have, through Joe Musheru and others, get you and coach you and help ordinary citizens in their homesteads, turn them into a cast and make their stories and make money. Every homestead that we are using, we are compensating, we are paying them 15,000, but we are signing an MOU with them that if you come to your home and you use mama, baba, watoto, we use your kitchen, your bedrooms and everything, you are compensated. The work KFCB is doing today in promoting the film industry will bear fruit and will encourage our kids to know that film is serious business, that you can make money. I was in France with some of my colleagues here. I think Rachel was here. And I was so excited to see people who have made real money in Hollywood and Bollywood and other film-related, entertainment-related industries. They attend those meetings in their ships, in their yachts, if you wish. They live it. They are rich. And we want to show our kids that using your talent, you can become a Victor Wanyama, you can become a Lupita Nyong'o, you can make money through the industry. But for you to be able to do so, there must be a market that consumes your content. If we keep hating the West and glorifying foreign content and despising our own, we will not achieve what France is achieving, selling 165 million tickets to the theaters in a year. Here we are selling that for, because we despise our own culture and our own content. Media houses would prefer soap operas from Mexico and from other foreign countries and ignore our own. We want to create a conversation that will endear our Kenyan people to their own culture and to their own productions. But we also want to promote quality, provide technology that will help our artists to be able to produce quality productions that you can air on your TV, and they can become very popular through your TV channels. So we invite you to this convention. We invite everybody in Kenya, all the film industry related organizations, broadcasters, film players, people in culture, educational institutions. You are part and parcel of this convention, and we look forward to having a great time at Safari Park. We visited, we went to Cannes with PS Joe Kudo and Rachel and some of the team at the KFCB in May this year. And we had conversations with people from Hollywood, from France, and so on. In fact, while we were in Cannes, we got a call from CNC, which is the major film body in France. And we traveled by train from Nice to Paris, a 10-hour journey by train, just to have a conversation. And I was so delighted. It was a holiday, but they opened their offices to receive the Kenyan delegation and start the conversation. When they gave us the statistics of how they have achieved success in turning around the audiovisual industry in France, we requested them right there and then if they can come to Kenya and share these experiences with us. And we're able to involve the French cultural department through the ambassador, the French ambassador in Kenya. We have had conversations with the UNESCO. We have had conversations with the EU. In fact, the EU is funding this convention as well. And we thought, let us start the conversation. So the idea was to create a platform every year where the film industry players will come together and discuss the future of the industry, discuss the challenges that they are facing, discuss what are the obstacles, why are we not progressing, what can we do to shape our national conversation through film and the arts. And I think this is the way to go. So this is the first. It was inspired through the interaction between Kenya and France, but it's now picking other dimensions that it will be bigger. It will be bigger, not just between Kenya and France, but we have brought in now people from Hollywood, from India, from Nigeria, and other progressive jurisdictions in terms of audiovisual, so that we can share these experiences. We're involving local players, including the Minister of Tourism. We are hoping that CS Balala will be part of this and will be able to come and talk, and we share together how we can use film to market and brand Kenya the way Nollywood has branded Nigeria. We will invite KTB, we'll invite Brand Kenya, we'll invite the Minister of ICT, and we'll work together to create a platform where annually people congregate in Nairobi and discuss matters related to the growth of film and broadcast sector, and how we can use the talent industry to create jobs and the wealth for our youth. I think the fact that we're having even this convention at a time when there are heightened political activities in Kenya is a testament that people really don't care so much about politics. The real issues are the development stories that we're embarking on in Kfcb. And I think the IFC, or the International Film Convention Kenya 2017, set that tone and the agenda to politicize the country, take the attention away from bickering, political bickering, and say there is more in Kenya than the politics, and therefore be able to discuss the issues that matter. But like I said, as a board, we believe we cannot achieve our regulatory and compliance role as a film and broadcast regulator by just pushing the law alone. We need to be involved in the creation of content. We need to inspire content creation. We need to support creatives. We need to support talent. People are talented, but they have no money to create. We need to provide opportunities. That's why we have hired Media Vision to be able to provide their facilities that they have. These wonderful cameras go to the villages and pick stories of ordinary Somali, Borana people, ordinary Kamba people, Maasai people, tell their stories in their vernacular and bring them to the national TV. The idea will be, how can we borrow from other jurisdictions to be able to stretch our film industry in a way that it will become a profitable venture for the people who are involved. Because I can tell you, you can talk about patriotism until cows come home. At the end of the day, your TV stations need some revenue. You can't exist in isolation. We are a global village. So what is happening in America impacts Kenya. Because when Netflix launches a new program and my kids access them, they are sharing these experiences with the globe. In any case, even in terms of market, opening up new market frontiers, if you make a film that can sell through the ICT platforms and other markets that we are signing or participating in this IFC convention, ideally you are opening the market from, you are expanding it from the 40 plus Kenyan million people in Kenya to 7 billion. You are, through YouTube, you are accessing people from across the world. And we are saying the next frontier right now should be focusing not just in the traditional theaters, not in the traditional ways of airing content, but looking at how we can utilize platforms like ICT to sell our content. How we can use the digital broadcasters to sell our content, to showcase our content. But that content must be quality again, and that's why we are saying, how did Nigeria reach the level where they are? We need to learn from them. So we are inviting, celebrated players from Nigeria to come and give their stories and share those experiences. France will be leading the discussions because, like I said, they meant history because last year they sold 100 has 65 million tickets to the theaters, when Kenya is doing that for. Kenya has the best filming locations. We are known for our warmth and hospitality and generosity as a people. I think we were rated at one point as the most optimistic people in the world. This is who we are. We have dominated the long distance athletes for almost a century right now, and we win with ease. In fact, they say, train hard, win easily. In Kenya, success is a way of life. And beyond the small percentage of politics, film and the arts create an opportunity where we can turn the narrative of this country from the political bickering to real issues that make progress. And using the ICT success that we have, because we were rated the other day as having the highest high-speed internet in Africa and 21st in the world. This is who we are as a country. Making progress in terms of ICT and the internet, we can use these platforms now to channel the energies of our youth who are so creative, so educated, so talented, to create films and make money in their own locations. Provide them with opportunities and mentor them and nurture them and ensure that they're inspired by others by showing them that this young girl or young boy from the US, from Nigeria, or from India was like this, but through film, they were able to make money. And these are the opportunities we want to provide for inspiration. So we are saying film is the next frontier for making money for our youth, because you don't need a degree to be able to become a celebrated filmmaker. You can even act an idiot and still play a role in a film. This is the best platform for even the Jubilee government to achieve its agenda. This is one place where you only come with your talent, not with your certificate. And I think government agencies must focus on this. County governments must focus on this. But as a regulator, we reach a point where we realize regulating foreign content alone is not helping our country. We must get involved in the creation and distribution and impact even the creation of that content to be able to conform to our culture, our national aspirations and values, so that we can change the negative politics of our country. So we have two agendas. One is to shape perceptions and values through content creation. But number two is to identify and search and identify talent among ordinary people and be able to give them platforms to create content that tells their stories and that inspires and that will become the story of our Kenyan people through our own realities and environment to make money and wealth. So the inspiration is that, first of all, we have what it takes. We are the home of M-Pesa. It was created by a young man. We are very creative youth. 70% of our population are youth below 35. Very educated, very innovative. We are making a name globally because of our innovation and our creativity. Let us turn this into the easiest platform, which is film, where you can act from where you are, and we can use the technology and the platforms available digitally to sell that content and create markets and platforms for our people. An annual event, we'll be creating themes. This time round, we have said it will be themed on taking the audiovisual and the film industry in East Africa to the next level. Next year, we'll look at another dynamic, but by and large, it aims at creating opportunities, inspiring our youth to create content that tells our stories, but that also will be able to sell in both local and international market. In fact, another point, Joe, even using Swahili, for example, in this region, I think we have about 150 million Swahili speakers. And nobody's investing in that market. Forget even our own local language. Swahili is growing as a language. And people are not tapping into that market within the region. And now that East Africa is one market, even to make films that will sell within the region. Not take everybody to Safari Park, so it will be by invite, but we are cutting across the sectors and the major players in the film and media industry. However, we are creating platforms, you know, through the media, social media, and even going to universities. We'll have an open a lecture in USIU, and we are hoping that we will reach as many people as possible by even sharing the reports that will come out of that, the discussion. And we are hoping we'll be streaming live from Safari Park, and probably even our own mainstream media will be able to show this. So we're going to have a major public lecture at USIU that will target even students and the academia to be able to create conversations and discourse that can entrench this in our universities and our curriculum and make it part and parcel of the things that we teach, so that our kids can be inspired to get into the creative economy and know that they can make money.